the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby, on the Radar Radio Cyphers. Yo, this is a concrete cipher. You see who's in the building. I'm going to step out. They all going to step in and body this, all right? Let's go.
It's us. Go. Her and her friends want liquor. I left and came back with 4 arms like Reddit. Check up on all my exes. Big body up in Texas. All white body, but it's not a Lexus. My cup look a little reddish. Purple inside a yellow Fanta. Now it's like Cameron Reddish. She told me she's not that flexible. Neither's my schedule. We still gon' check it. I treat the money like messages, keeping it blue like I still ain't read it. Crosses on my glasses, fuck all the ops, we fastest, make them past tense. Bitches treat me just like Fat Farm, my name on all they asses. Nigga flexes chains, I held my hands up and made invisible glasses. I still couldn't see it. Treat a broke nigga like we playing freeze tag, cause I just couldn't be it. Treat a pussy like a janky friend who broke something, fuck it up and leave it. She wanna be 31, gotta stamp it up in ink. She like 42, I'm just like you, without the drink. Concrete diamonds, lay our chains on the ground and make a skating ring. My mans will slap a nigga at the war show like I'm Jada Pink. Okay, yeah, US in my bio, like I love my country. First I'm loading up right now, bitch, I can feel it coming. First thing off the bat, I can't love a gnat, it's just a gnat. My stepper can't be televised, he's known to twitch like Casanat. All of my ropes is gold, I'm using them bitches to tie the sack. I hit the bitch from the side, can't risk her digging her nails in my back. Boat in the seaport so much, walking the pop, the soda went flat. I was running through pints in 2 days. All of my hoes go 2 ways. I've been that nigga since daddy had niggas still 2 ways. Never consent to a due date. My white bitch like my credit card, my black bitch like my blue face. I hate a bougie bitch that try to take me on a police chase. Me and my mom got matching watches, hers just got the new face. Stuffing hundreds in a piggy bank like it's a fly base. They claiming I gotta be Ken and Mace. I need to find Jesus like him, so I can sit down with him and tell him I wanna be just like him. One go-to like Tyson, white bitch look like Tyson. Stacking up chicken like Tyson. Where I've been carrying these niggas real soon, I'ma have me a bag like a bison. Late night I call on my Dyson. Squeeze it real tight like a python. 26 bitches in Maestros. Doggy right down in his day clothes. Had too much hair for a ski mask. Every ride nigga was a Benz. We know who would be in Maybach and who we consider the E-class. I don't do GFs unless they gon' give me a cheap ass. Ride with this look on my head for so long, it done damn near gave me a heat rash. Like 26, mama told me daddy wanted abortion. Imagine the loss of the fortune. That thought of that had me scorching. I thought of my mama going 9 to 5 because of an unready boyfriend. These niggas be talking about stepping, that's something I just don't recall. Just like the thought of horse skin. I woke up and felt like I didn't want to share, and I'm taking back all of the portions. I wish I had time I had on you niggas, cause we would've brought back extortions. I know what they think about the nails, the motive these niggas is constantly forcing. Niggas is overly gangster, protecting the image they don't even know, and these niggas do not know the answer. Us.
Solid to the bone, concrete structure, they know what we on. You going back and forth with these niggas, dog, they vehicle is they only home. I keep all blues like a jazz player, call me Karl Malone. He ain't get a paper up yet, it's cool. He got late fees. Who the fuck gave me these $20 bills? Dog, I hate these. Cycling foreign whips, on expensive trips, like an 8-speed. Ain't studying none of these broke hoes, blackout curtains on my windows. Sip, sip, quarter piece of...
My name is Noah, and I'm joined by my friend and collaborator, Rami.
Hello.
We are the hosts of Voices Unearthed, a weekly, hour-long show inviting underground artists of all disciplines to share stories, techniques, and advice about their respective industry.
We'll be interviewing creatives every Tuesday at noon, so tune in right here on SpiritLive Radio. Thanks.
See ya. Gonna
Check,
fade
check,
in.
1, 2, check, check,
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
We're
Welcome back to, welcome for the first time ever to Voices Unearthed.
Yeah, you guys might be seeing this on the 365 Now channel if you're still subscribed, but we've changed the show up a bit. We're no longer reviewing years, we're reviewing artists and creators and everything about that. So,
yes, sir.
Without further ado, a few housekeeping rules that we have to sort of establish. I guess we could stamp a trigger warning on here just for SpiritLive.
Trigger warning, there might be some swear words, there might be some foul language being used, and we want to reinstate that the hosts and guests of Voices Unearthed do not represent any type of beliefs or what did they say we had to say?
We just said I think the whole message was that like what we say on the show doesn't represent the beliefs and whatever SpiritLive stands for.
Yeah.
We're on our own here, guys.
We do not. SpiritLive is not responsible for anything that we say or do or put on this podcast. That is all up to our own accountability.
Yes,
so
sir. Without further ado, what's the show about, Rami?
Well, this show is about me and my co-host Noah right here.
Yes, sir.
We are inviting guests, artists of all artistic, creative disciplines to come on the show, tell their stories, talk about their challenges, successes, their inspirations, where they came from, their secrets, their trade secrets, their techniques, their practices. Tell me about yourself. Tell me your story, because we need to have a space for underground stories to be told. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I think people breaking into this space, people who want to become a musician, an actor, or a dancer, need to hear these stories because it is a hard industry to break into and it requires a lot of strength and courage. And so I think hearing other people's stories and hearing that people are doing it and making waves is just going to make people feel better about wanting to break into this.
Damn straight.
Yes, sir. So, without further ado, we have two special guests with us, and I actually wrote our first guest here a little intro before introducing him, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, bro. I'm excited.
From Toronto, Ontario, he's a self-made producer, the founder of his own clothing brand, and an underground Toronto rapper going as far as getting noticed from rapper Logic. Please welcome Ali.
Dog, my ego is through the roof after that. Holy shit. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Absolutely, man. Anytime.
And our other guest, also hailing from Mississauga. Oh my God, my levels are peaking. Hailing from Mississauga, Ontario, now producing, creating, rapping, making podcasts, making documentaries right here in Toronto, Ontario. He has been doing this for years and years, and he is here in the SpiritLive studio with us today. Calvin motherfucking Moon.
Let's go, man.
What's up?
Let's go. Hey, man. Nice to finally have you boys here.
Thank you for having us, man.
Of course, man. I think you especially, we've been meaning to have on the podcast since the 365 nowadays. I think we had a couple conversations there.
Yeah.
And it's good to finally meet you, Calvin, just because, again, I said to you before we started, I came to one of the No Status shows, which we'll get into. Yeah. But it was just, from both you boys, it was just crazy energy on stage and crazy performances, crazy songs. And it was just so eye-opening seeing that, just to see this collective in Toronto coming together to share your music, your clothing. I saw some clothes being sold there. It was quite the event, and I want to come up to more of those. But again, we'll get into No Status as we go on, and I'm sure Rami has notes there. Yep. But yeah, man, I kind of want to open up the floor to you guys. Tell us what you guys are about. We sort of have info on you guys already. We've done a bit of research, but tell us about yourself. Let's just go around the room.
Who wants to start?
Okay.
Yeah,
You go, and then
okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, so as far as what I do, I make music, film, and do a little fashion design on the side, and I sort of just take all these three things and I culminate it into like an actual like workflow where they sort of bounce off of each other, whether it be I'm working on like a fashion documentary, or if I need to direct my own music video, or even if I need to like create my own costumes for like a film or anything. They sort of all just like help each other. And I would say that my music is like something that is taking the forefront right now, as well as like some film. But like, yeah, we're just making progress.
Good
doing
stuff.
our shit,
Good shit, man. Yeah, no.
That's awesome.
Ali, man, the floor's on you.
I'll take the floor. Yeah. My palms are so sweaty, man. I'm hearing myself on the mic.
You're good. You got it.
But I mean, I started producing, and then I started making clothes, and then it all just like naturally culminated into, what I do now, which is kind of like a mix of the both. I obviously rap on my own songs. I don't know why I didn't mention that previously, but yeah, it's a really cool journey that we've been going through. I mean, for me, it was nothing was forced at all. Just like naturally came to when the time was ready. So yeah, that's my story.
Cool, man. Yeah, no, again, we've done a bit of reading up on you guys. We already know, like, I know
I know everything about
we
both
know everything,
of you.
every little thing. We did research everywhere. We know where you're born. No. But
Nardwar-ass question.
That's what I'm saying. We're not on a Nardwar timing today.
Ali, you were born in this hospital. It's like, how do you know this?
Oh, man.
But yeah, we did do a bit of research, and we sort of wanted to sort of, get a bit of a rundown on you guys, even though you just sort of said it. So, I mean, for example, Ali, you've I think you started your clothing again. This is like so Nardwar, but
I'm just go for it.
Cool. Okay. So 2019, you got your clothing brand sorted.
That feels so weird for someone to know without me telling them. But yeah, I was in high school. It was like grade 11, later end of that. So it was grade 11. I knew I wanted to do something creative, but I was making music at the time, and my shit was not to where I wanted it to be. And I don't know, I've always been a fan of clothes, like making my own things. So I started the clothing brand in high school, made some like god awful shirts, but they're the stepping stone for what is today. So yeah, started it there, and then that shit blew up in the high school.
Right.
Bro, it felt so cool seeing people rock my shit. Yeah, it was like, I sold, I think, 30 shirts.
Wow.
Bro,
Wow.
30 shirts in grade 11?
Dang.
I'm next up.
Yeah, legit, right?
Virgil Abloh, get on this timing.
Must have changed your whole life, changed the direction that you wanted to go in,
Definitely,
everything.
man.
Like, we're joking, but unironically, I think that, me finding success and people liking things that I do creatively, which, like, I was very conservative on showing that side of my life beforehand. I think, it gave me a confidence to then pursue the crazier shit that I ended up pursuing. So it was kind of like the thing that broke the glass and had me.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, no.
And Calvin, you said that you also produce clothes? I actually didn't know that much.
Oh, well, yeah, like I do some clothing on the side. I'm still trying to get my like clothing line up and in the air, because like I want it to be like just right, because like I got the designs ready, but like it's more on like the technical aspect and like the delivery process and all that, and I really just want to make sure that like everything just runs smoothly, because like when I'm around guys like Ali, it's like it's kind of like competition to me. Like I don't want to be all like, oh, you want my shirt? Just like DM me on Instagram and I'll like send you like a Uber connector or something to pick it up or some bullshit like that. But yeah,
Bro could ask for advice at any time, but this man is so stubborn. He
I need to figure that shit out on my own, bro. Like,
You said that you send people clothes through Uber Connect?
no, that was just like one of my ideas before, but I'm like, nah, I can't do that.
That's really rough.
That's
crazy shipping.
Crazy shit.
Shipping fees.
Sending that shit through Uber?
Legit.
I've never heard of that shit before.
Nah.
Nah, I'm gonna send my shirts through carrier pigeon now, dog.
Had the owl from Harry Potter bring that shit over.
I mean, like, as long as we're cooking up the original idea, maybe that's just something we all do. Just like get Uber on it and just like give them profit.
Uber Connect.
Uber Connect.
Uber Connect clothes.
No one is gonna spend $50 shipping to get shit. That's just gonna cost more than anything you sell.
Yeah. It's just on like the delivery fees and the shipping fee. Like it's gonna be like a $9 shirt. It's gonna come out to like $30 realistically on Uber. I don't know.
Oh man. I don't know, maybe, man. Untapped market. I'm be the Kanye West of Uber shipping, bro.
But nah,
Innovative.
I don't want to be known for this.
That's all I know Calvin for is Uber connects people their clothes.
Oh, God.
But speaking of Calvin, Calvin, aside from clothes, this guy is a Toronto-based rapper hailing from Mississauga, Ontario, much like his friend Ali over here. Calvin's first release on SoundCloud was called Addicted and Tired, featuring an artist Snow, and it was released February 11th, 2019.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's so weird. I'm telling you, like, 99.9% of the time, it's us.
You guys are Calvin Moon and Ali. We have to know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I listened to Addicted and Tired. That shit is nothing like what I hear from you now. It is like polar opposite. And
whole
his
genre shift.
Calvin's first release on monetized platforms was titled Butter Bean Bear.
Oh my
on
God.
April 15th.
No.
April 15th, 2019.
Yeah, he did the dates.
His earlier music is a mix of lo-fi cloud rap aesthetics, and it reminds me a lot of Odd Future stuff. Was that your inspiration for that kind of sound?
So the vibe, yeah.
Odd Future, not really. Back in the day, like I wasn't really tapped in with that whole Odd Future scene. It was more just like lo-fi artists like Clario or
oh my god,
frickin' who else?
That's such a weird
I know,
comparison
right?
to the shit he makes now.
Yeah, right.
Claro's my main inspo.
That was the vibe for me back in the day when like I was just like in my room and I didn't want to like make my parents mad by like yelling in the like my room all the time.
yeah.
So I was all like, yo, let me just like make some lo-fi bedroom pop. Like that was the shit back then, you know? And oh god, that was like a different time. Like, I'll tell you. Like, do you guys know Patrick CC?
Yeah,
Bro,
100%.
I sent him Addicted and Tired way back when, and he fucking changed my life. Cause like I sent it to him, and this guy was just straight up dogging on the whole song the whole time, the whole live stream. Bro, that was my fucking villain arc right there. I was like, bro,
Being humbled by C-tier celebrities is a different type of
bro,
pain.
and
crazy.
especially
That's
from
crazy.
like some scrawny guy like
scrawny
Patrick
scrawny
CC.
white guy.
Bro, I'm like, what has society got to where I have to look up to like the oppressor, if anything, for my validation of hip hop? So like, I like ever since then I was like, yo, I'm gonna turn into like fucking Fifth Gear, and I'm gonna get my shit together and fucking talk my shit, you know.
That's some real shit though, because such a big portion of like the hip hop Twitter, hip hop TikTok, hip hop YouTube is dominated by white people, and you pay close attention, you notice that a lot of these like hip hop personalities, they're all white, bro.
Exactly.
I don't get it, man. Like I don't understand why we kind of like Fantano. Like he's the biggest hip hop like creator. Like,
isn't he the biggest like music person in general though?
I think he's the
Like,
biggest like music
overarching.
critic like to this day. Like everyone knows who he
But
is. Yeah.
he's so like his opinion is constantly talked about in the hip hop space. It's crazy, and he's just a white guy.
I don't know, man. I think it's you know, you can enjoy the music wherever you're coming from, but I think maybe his take is not. It's popping because it's not the most like interesting. It's because it's the most like, how do I say it? Like he's so out of the culture, so that when he says, "Oh, this isn't what my cup of tea is," the people who are like understanding of that music,
they're like, "What the hell? Like, what are you talking about? Like, we don't
creates
care."
buzz online. Like, do you remember the Ken Carson drama?
Yeah, where
they
was
leaked.
They leaked his divorce papers.
That was
nuts.
That was, bro.
That's nuts.
Top 5 internet moments.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
And did you see on his live stream recently where he was listening to A Great Chaos, and he said that it would be better if
I did see that.
Sebi did the music. Sebi is just some non-black like hyperpop artist, and I'm like, what weird.
Sebi's cool, but
point to
like,
make.
look, man, I think I kind of tuned out of hip hop Twitter and like Sean C and Fantano and all of them because I realized like at a certain point people just say shit to say shit.
Right.
And Fantano's been kind of okay with it, but like other people, they realize like reactionary stuff. It's like a BuzzFeed article at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're gonna have some jarring opinion that is just not gonna hit. And
You're real. No hate to Sebi, obviously. I remember that point.
but
it's just
like,
a weird thing.
All hate to Sean C though, man.
That
guy
C.
You know what's crazy?
Sean C's dope, bro.
Bro,
know
I
what
used
you're
to
talking
meet
about.
ride him when I was like 14 years old. He followed me on Twitter, and then I deleted Twitter because I like was meet riding him in DMs.
Crazy.
Dog, my celebrity like encounters, I'm really working on that because I get starstruck like a bitch.
Yeah.
And I look back and I physically cringe. You know those moments when you see yourself like
You can't be forming these parasocial relationships, gang.
Well, guess what?
nah.
We have the tweets, so we're gonna pull them up.
Yeah, we actually got them loaded here.
That would have been
He got
sick.
so
That-
scared, bro.
He wasn't even scared, bro.
You dead ass. I'm walking out.
Dog, nah, listen, I was one of them kids who spent too much time on the internet and didn't go outside. So fucking my digital footprint is so embarrassing. Yeah. I can't wait for the day I blow up and then like some fucking Reddit thread. Just like
I didn't even laugh. He just looked at us.
Yeah, he's like, nah, man.
Bro, because it's so corny. Like, man, I would. Oh, fuck, never mind. We're gonna.
Let's move forward, man.
Dude,
this is my break. Should have put a trigger warning for this, dog.
Tell us a bit about Ali's career.
Dude,
Why don't you do
yeah,
so?
so I mean, like knowing that you started in 2019 with the clothes, eventually at 18, you started to want to pursue music. The little light bulb went off in your head. We'll get into sort of what brought you there, but I know you started to self-produce your own beats, and that's sort of your process. Like, yeah, I'm sounding so much like Narwhal. God damn it.
This is but I'm not getting used to this, dog. Like,
but I did watch your interview about Godspeed, man, and it was really something just to hear about your creative process and how it separates you from other artists. Because some people write first or find melodies first, but you produce the beats first. You're finding the sound for it and really just want to start there because you sort of have a plan for it. Am I sort of jumping on that?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, so I'll get a bit into inside baseball. I started producing in high school, like grade 9, and then I realized that it was like really bad. And so I knew I wanted to like pursue music, and if I'm gonna do it, like I want a good first impression. Right. So I held off until like I got really good, and then it got to a point where I was just nervous, and then that's when I was 18, and then I vividly remember my song Lavender. I had the beat, but I couldn't rap because I was like too scared to write anything. I'm like, this is the part where you get really sensitive. Right. And so I should show my friend the beat, and he's like, yo, if you don't, take initiative and do it by like the end of the summer, I forgot. Yeah, I think it was the end of the summer. You're not gonna do it because you're not gonna have time, and then this moment's fleeting. So
this was 2021.
I think so. I'm really bad with times, but like, yeah, it was summer. I was in the McDonald's parking lot in Meadowville. And so yeah, I literally was working on the project, and everything I worked, I was like homework. I would show him because we would have those routine McDonald's,
like meetups and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
Car sex. I'm kidding, but
hey yo,
nah, what? Bro, you don't smash the homies?
No,
never mind. This joke is alright.
Nah, he was real. Don't silence this man.
Yeah, man.
Sneaking meetup.
Artistic,
anyway.
it's my artistic expression, dog. No,
exactly.
All right, no, bringing it back to reality. I then like produced my first project, and then
Running Man.
Yeah, bro, that shit was so nerve-wracking. I remember like the anxiety of posting the first snippet.
Yeah,
man, because it changed people's perceptions of me now. Like, people know me as a rapper now, and I felt so intimidating before. I was like, I can't go back to this, and it's not like something I want to go back to. It's something I want to do. But yeah, it was a crazy experience.
Yeah, man, and I think the message behind the first project was such a good one to start off on, because it was true. It was, you're sort of looking, it's about self-acceptance and
yeah. Sorry, we were gonna.
No, I think
I have one line that kind of on the middle song called "Bang." It's something that kind of just hones into the whole project, where it's like you're running on treadmills, you're going nowhere. So I was like exerting myself, like I was exerting so much energy and not pursuing what I wanted to do, when I realized that like that's dead ass all that I want to do. Right. And so now like it's affected so many other parts of my life that I didn't even realize. Like my self-confidence went up. Like I stopped being as anxious. I became more of me, and I think it's because I stopped running away from what I wanted to be. And so yeah, it was a whole like that project. For what it's worth, like you can critique it, like the songs. I mean, they're my first songs, but in terms of what it did for me outside of that, like it brought me to Calvin, it brought me to the entire music scene here in Toronto. It's like very important to me, because like it's the stepping stone of how my life is shaped now. And if I never released that project, my life would look incredibly different.
Right. Did you guys meet through the music?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
But you live in the same like
we're
area.
neighbors.
He
We're
actually went to my high school for like a week.
Yeah, and we never knew of each other. Yeah. Can I tell the story? Because bro,
yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll tell you my perspective on the entire thing, dog. Right. I love it because it's a 1 in a million type of thing. It's my second year of university, and I'm transferring from U of T, so I attend orientation week.
Yeah.
And actually, shit, that's
when
I met you.
Yeah, that's when we met.
Damn.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm walking around campus, and there's this guy from high school that was a year under me, and he's like, "Yo, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey, man." He's like, let's go get pizza. I wasn't craving pizza. If I did not run into this man, I'm going to bring back points where, like, if this specific thing didn't happen, none of this would happen. So if I wasn't craving pizza, but I was like, fuck it, I have nothing else to do. I'm in the city. It's a commute to get here and back. So I'll go wait in line with pizza. Then this girl goes up behind us. And it's like 30 degrees, and she's wearing this like really thick sweater. And like I just make a comment because that's the type of guy I am. I'm like, you know, your fit's fire, but you look like it's an air fryer inside. You know, aren't you dying? Damn. And you know, we had a small back and forth, blah blah blah. We exchange Instagrams. It's like first week. I'm trying to get as much social connection as I can. Even I don't talk to half the people I do that shit with. But anyway, so yeah, I'm on Instagram one day, and I kind of wanted to throw something for the release of the project, but I had no idea what to do. And then this girl went to this event called like a Zed night, and I'm like, this looks sick. This is exactly kind of what I wanted to pursue. So what is it? And she's pretty much gave me a whole rundown, and she hit me up with this guy named Henry, who owns this company called 6Z. And I DM'd him. I'm like, yo, man, I'm in the city. I really want to do live shows. Let me know if there's an event happening. And he's like, sure. He got back to me like a couple days after, being like, hey, I got this thing lined up with 3 other artists. It's like a battle of the raps. So like, people went across each other, and he's like, you need 7 songs. And I'm like, I have 3 songs that are like high energy, and like the mixtape was 7 songs. One of them's an interlude, like the 30 seconds intro. I'm not just gonna play synths, like, right. So I remember I frantically like wrote some 3 shitty remixes, like one to a Drake beat, one to like a Jack Harlow beat, trying to save face,
getting everything out there.
And I memorized that shit, bro, like religiously, because they're like 3 entire verses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. Long story short, I get to the spot. That's where I meet Calvin. That's where I meet S1E, who's another artist there. And dog, it was like the amalgamation of the scene now. It was like the seeds being planted, because with COVID, everyone kind of had to take a stop. And so everyone who was ready just all ended up at the same line. And so like when lockdown ended, everyone just started sprinting. And it was so cool, like just making it to the starting line. Yeah. Because now I'm seeing like... the photographer there, Kian, he has his own magazine right now. Wow. Jet, he's gone out to shoot like crazy people. Like he's also another photographer. And yeah, it's really crazy to see the trajectory of where everyone's been. Look, like me and Calvin, we met there, and we went on a fucking tour in the summer. You know what I'm saying? That's my long origin story of how this shit happened. But like, I want to just bring back that one point of, dog, if I did not run into that guy who I knew in high school, if he wasn't craving pizza, if Shadi didn't pull up right behind us, if she pulled up 10 seconds before, that conversation might have not happened. So
wait,
it's just...
What was the relevance of the conversation with the sweater girl?
Yeah. Oh, because she... Oh, what? Didn't I mention that? My bad.
Yeah, no, you did. I think cause
she posted on her Instagram, after I got her Instagram, I don't know. I think it was Rooftop, maybe.
Dude, I was there. That's insane.
Wow. Anyways, but
wow.
Yeah. So to harp on that point, all those little things had to add up perfectly for me to be where I'm at today.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah,
I know, right? And so, I don't know how to even. After that happened, I realized like some things, man. I just gotta put myself out there and see what the universe brings me. Because
you do, man.
Calvin, how did you get connected to this Zed 6Z thing?
So how did I? So I started off. I was literally just looking for any type of like shows and promotions, and then I came across Zed Night through like an Instagram ad, and I always like talked to Henry about, if you ever have a show, just allow me, just like put me on. I'll do my shit. I'll go crazy for you, all that, and then. That was like me talking to him back and forth for like at least like a month or 2, and then after that we I discussed how I could shoot like some scenes of like a documentary for like a Zed night and have like high quality clips, and he's all like, okay, bet. So then I just went to Rooftop, shot some dope clips.
Rooftop is one of the Zed nights.
That's one of the venues?
It was
literally on top of a roof, and we almost broke it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was insane.
Where was it?
I don't even know. Do you know where it was?
I wasn't there. Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
that's the one cool thing. Like these
y'all
things
know
just
where
get
No idea.
Nah, bro.
But you were there and you shot some documentary footage for their night, and then was that the same night that you started performing with them? Or?
It was literally the next show after that. I was performing,
which was our show. Yeah,
Crazy.
Which was insane.
And that's how y'all.
Got the connect,
Small ass world, man. That's beautiful,
bro. It's so
much
crazy.
seeds, bro. It was insane. Like Rooftop was the first time that I saw Sophia Side too.
Sophia Side. I have a song saved
from Sophia Side.
Heaven True.
Heaven's True. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Such a good song, man.
Shout out to Sophia Side boys. They're really cool. They're from Vaughn.
Let's go.
They seem sick.
He's a professional Sophia Side meat writer. So
What are you talking about?
Bro, every time.
Listen. Calvin is the worst. Is the worst at showing, like, giving flowers, man.
Dang.
You can, bro, it can be at a funeral and you're like saying your goodbyes and Calvin's just gonna be like glazing.
Okay, bro.
I'll be doing the same.
I speak with my actions and less with my words, you know?
You don't speak with your words, dog.
Bro, this guy is just like the way he talks about Sophia Side. Like, I was starstruck from them, but like, oh my gosh, it's like.
All right, listen, when I talk to them, I have normal conversations. This guy is just like, when he sees them. So really the family.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You're like, wait, right here, Eric, right here, no problem,
right here.
Hey, not the show for that,
bro. I gotta meet Sophia Side.
I did too, man. I mean,
I'll take you to their next show. I don't know when it's gonna be.
It's November 12th.
No, but that's in
How
fucking
does this
Montreal.
guy know?
You know that first.
Going and I'm taking people.
Bro's doing tricks on it, dog.
That's it.
Bouncing up and down like a little lap.
No, it's November 12th, bro.
It's November 12th at this venue and this. But no, they're really cool because I'll tell you why me and Calvin like them so much, like deadass, because we go to their shows and they have an actual cult following and all they do is like real groundwork. And so like the reason me and him do such, I mean, I don't know about him, but I can speak for myself. The reason we put so much theatrics into our live performances, the reason like we don't just like do a background track and rap and then we have outfits and shit is a large parts because of them. Every single show they do something like out of the box that you didn't think of. It's nothing like too crazy to where you're like, oh, they need $1 million budget, but it's enough to be like, these guys are different with how they move around,
how they approach.
Exactly. If you go on their Instagram, you'll see all the show photos that they've had, and each show is just insane. I remember, what was my first Sophia session? I think it was New Mass.
Oh yeah.
They did this thing in this venue called Vosh. That's
No, it wasn't.
No, the first show I went to.
Yeah, it was El Macambo.
Oh shit, you're right.
Dingus.
Nah, but I was in the green room for that, so I because I was also on the set list, so I was like, I didn't really get to. Nah, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Do they release on October 31st every year? Because they're releasing their 4th album on October 31st this year.
Yeah.
And they
It could be
released
like
their 3rd album on October 31st of last year.
That sounds like some shit they would do, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they
I actually
do.
have a picture here I can pull up of them right now.
Yeah?
I think,
Bro, these guys are like their visuals are very captivating.
And man, they're the entire like Sophia Side team. I mean, they're a band now. They used to be a duo act, and now they've expanded.
Oh wow.
Sorry, that's we're just the stream is
Nah, you're good.
bugging.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But nah, man, they sort of akin to what Calvin said with the clothing. I see them as like competition, but not in the way where I'm trying to like overdo them. They're kind of they set the standard. They set the standard and they push people to like be greater, which is literally the one thing you'd want from like your peers, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been so keen on doing the tour or like doing these like bigger shows if it wasn't for like them. They've gone to like the West End. They're going to New York. They're really cool guys.
But the thing is with you guys have a lot of this stuff cooking. You got your music stuff going on. I see that both of you, you had your album Godspeed dropped December.
Right.
Is it December 2nd?
Bro, it's almost a year. Isn't that fucking insane?
It's crazy, man.
And this guy Calvin dropped his latest EP, Avant-Garde Hood Classic, February of 2023. That was his last release, and he also had his most recent tape, Everybody's Cooler Than You, which came out last year. I feel like a lot of your newer music is very grungy punk rap, hardcore rock rap, rage inspired stuff. I'm picking up a lot of X, a lot of Zilla Kami, a little bit of ASAP Ferg. So why don't you tell me about your who are you listening to growing up and stuff? Who do you listen to now?
Okay. Growing up, I listened to Katy Perry.
No,
and
fire.
I got that. I don't know why. I'm suspecting some like grungy hip hop shit or something. Nah, bro.
Bro said he got inspired off Claro.
You did say you really liked Claro.
Like,
So.
you did. White women in my life are a gift and a curse. They're a gift and a curse. The music sometimes is just like they hit sometimes. I don't know what to say, but
That's crazy, man. It's a snow bunny.
But like,
Hey yo, not so much That's crazy. That's crazy.
a fiend.
We can't say that.
I feel like
That's fine. It's fine.
it should be alright. It should be
Yeah,
alright.
bro. Like when it comes to music starting off, I listen to like a lot of Katy Perry. Like that's what I mainly remember when I was like a little youth. And then I remember also just like waking up early to watch MTV and then seeing some like random ass like rock band play like their music in a music video or whatever, and I never really got their names, but I always like paid attention to the music, and I felt like that was something that like stuck with me throughout like my whole journey of being an artist, is making work that people recognize you for your work more than your actual self, you know. So moving past that, like when I actually started rap, who was it? It was my homeboy Skew, and like it was Christmas, and he was also a rapper. And when he came into my room for Christmas, he started rapping, and then I said, oh, it would be cool if I could rap, but like that's not possible. And then he's all like, yo, just fuck it, just do it. So then I'm like, okay, bet. And then I started rapping in my room, just listening to my own shit, tweaking here and there. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me just drop something on SoundCloud for fun, And then ever since then, I started to like slowly like evolve into like just who I am today, just like every like little bit here and there, just put in a little bit of work, take a little bit of risks here and there, and actually like culminate into like something that people know as today, So
Right,
A lot of the newer stuff that I've seen from you, I noticed the vocals are what catch my attention, how full they are. It sounds like a choir. It's like a chorus rapping together, even though it's all like, uh-oh. Like, it's a lot of that. It's just so many layers. Is that, like, intentional that you have, like, layers panned on different sides?
Dude, like, each song, layers-wise, I know I'd put down at least, like, 50 layers per, like, chorus
50?
or
50?
verse. Yeah.
That's different layers.
Yeah, different
like
layers
tracks.
of just like a verse or like
That's
a chorus or
crazy.
just like a word. And like I don't know, like for me, it's like I can't be satisfied unless like I hear like a billion people saying the same thing.
Room for air.
Because it's like I want to create anthems. I want to create something that people like want to vibe to and like scream out at the top of their lungs. So I have to start the chant within my song, and then it just passes off ever since then. But just
Crazy,
like
man.
doing my shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very unique. I love that. It stands out.
Yes, sir.
It's great, man.
And then I guess like a question for both of you is because I don't know how involved you are with No Status, but you said along the line, Calvin, that like you got to perform at certain places and then you just kept doing that, but then eventually you and your boy Winter Skies, shout out Winter Skies,
Shout out
Winter Skies, just sort of created your own performance sort of label to like event label.
Yeah.
Was there like a decision making process behind that in which it was like, we just want to do our own thing, we want to have our own event, we want to do it like this and not like how everyone else is doing? Was that sort of how it came about?
It really came about from performing for this one promoter called Spark Houston for the hip hop market. He now goes by like Urbane Media. But like starting off with him, I always like put in my all for his shows, and I really like gave in to like the idea that like I could really like do something with this performing side of myself. And then ever since then he took note of that, and he's all like, whenever he puts on anybody else, they're always like half-ass or like mediocre when it comes to the performing, from like just like walking around stage saying your lyrics to like wearing mediocre clothing to not really doing anything to captivate an event, you know, to like take pictures of, to like take note of, you know. So it's like when he sees me going on stage with like a hazmat suit, like opening for Afroman and shit, like he's all like, dude, this guy should host his own event and put on his own people. And I'm like, okay, bet. So ever since then, he got me and Winter Skies to put together an event called No Status, and then we sort of just took it off from there. We started just doing events and shows, and now we're all like, fuck it. We came back from New York Fashion Week, and we're like, why not just throw parties too, you know?
Right,
yeah.
And
Speaking of which, the next No Status event is Friday, October 27th. It's a free party.
Yes, sir.
Let's come through. You know, RSVP on the No Status Instagram. We'll link it in the bio of the YouTube video right here.
You guys are looking at the cameras, dog. This is like...
I gotta let the fans know.
It's so intimate, though.
But I want to...
It feels like it's just like...
Can we hold? Can we?
Oh my God, shit.
Wow.
Sorry.
Jesus. Anyway,
I didn't hear what he said. Wait, what did he say?
No, I just said, oh my God.
Anyway, real quick, do you want to like drop the location for the place?
It's 569 College Street.
Oh, you heard it here first. Boom. Pull up October 27th. Speaking of No Status, the first show that I came to, and I guess we both came to,
We were both there.
was in February. Yeah, we both came with our boy Khalil.
In our orange masks.
Our orange
I'm so glad that you both came.
Dude, Come on, we had to support, and obviously we met you. We met like a whole bunch of people.
It was like the coldest night of the year.
I love how all
It
that.
was so
Bro,
cold.
yeah, that was the funniest
So
thing.
cold.
Oh my gosh, that
We
pissed me off.
sold out a show on the coldest day on like record in Toronto in like 30 years.
Yep.
It was nuts.
Yeah,
Bro, that was
Yeah.
ridiculous. I was so pissed because it's like, okay, it's the first show. Like, we'll just do whatever and get as much people as possible. And then, like, the coldest day of Toronto came. And I'm like, bro, I know at least, like, 20 or 30 people just decided not to go because
Yeah, you still
of
had
the
like
cold.
what, a turnout 150?
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah, we
did,
still had a
yeah,
good
bro.
turnout, but, like, we could have had way more
Didn't
if
we
the weather
sell it
was just
out?
decent.
I'm assuming, yeah.
I feel like
It was sold out, but like, we could have just
got.
got more. But, like,
Yeah, bro,
Selling
I'm telling
out
you,
is
dog,
nuts.
on a coldest day.
that
Ali,
pissed me
bro,
off.
let's
I
do
was
this, bro,
livid.
story time. Ali left us in the cold for 15. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, this guy, pull up the tweets. Pull up the tweets.
Ali, get in a time machine. This is how you shoot your friends, bro.
We come to your show, you leave us. No, I'm kidding.
The thing is with Ali. Ali, he performed at the first No Status event in a. Was it the first one? No, it wasn't the first one. Yes,
Yeah,
it
it was
was.
the first one.
He performed in a.
Ask about this.
I'm just jumping the gun. He performed in
Great.
a.
No, it's fine. Just
Shut up.
ask the question.
He
Go for it,
performed in
yeah.
a Spider-Web mask.
Tablecloth
Spider-Web
mask?
looking
Spiderweb
mask.
looking mask.
Looking
Yeah,
mask.
Kitchen table mask?
Yeah, kitchen tablecloth mask.
Damn.
Tell us, what was that mask about?
And what did you eat on the dinner table for the mask?
Wow.
Does it keep your stains away from the table?
Wow,
we're
you know,
veering off
I
here.
really think we're friends, and then Calvin just does this shit.
Bro, everybody was thinking it, bro. Like,
No, but listen, all right, listen. I'll give you the context.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to be seen as a rapper. I kind of want to be seen as like, almost like a cartoon character, or like an action figure. And so with that, I feel like it's not just me, but rap in general is moving on to past like the showing up on stage in just designer clothes and like being dripped out. I saw it first in like Igor with Tyler. Saw it with Drake. He had like 3 different outfit changes on his recent tour.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino had like specific outfits he wore, and it kind of adds this this consistent visual element to the shows, and it gave me like not just a uniform, but kind of something that people would recognize and associate with Godspeed. Also, you know, me looking the way I look, people really don't know what to expect with how my music is. I'm very like calm and like lighthearted in person, and then when I'm on stage, it's like a completely different person. So to kind of match that visually, I wanted something that people saw and they didn't know how to digest. The mask wasn't my idea. It's from this TikToker named Corey Infinite. Not TikToker. That's such a like condescending title. But like this artist named Corey Infinite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the design off of him, and then yeah, people saw that mask. They didn't know how to perceive it, and then at the end of the night, like I'm getting approached because of
Was there like a symbolic meaning to it, or
I want to. I don't know. I want to just make characters for each mixtape. You know, like
I feel that.
Cool.
Kind of like what The Weeknd does.
Sort of
a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So, more akin to like I'm really big into superheroes.
Yeah.
I'm really big into nerdy shit. So more akin to like something you would see in a comic book. Like I see that character that I made for Godspeed with the robe and like the Off-White 4s and the mask, and I'm like, you know. This was actually a plan on the tour. It didn't actually end up being fulfilled, but I was gonna make like a poster that people could buy of like just Godspeed, and it was gonna be like in a comic style. It didn't end up painting how I wanted it, but like that's the kind of mentality I have going forward. It's also when I go on stage, it's kind of like that little buffer that you need to process what you're saying. It kind of removes the idea of, it adds like an allure to the show, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like when Tyler pulls up on stage during his Igor thing, it's not Tyler, it's Igor.
Yeah.
That's like probably my
So kind of like an
main
alter
reason.
ego, almost.
Sort of, yeah. And it's also nice, like. I'm not saying I get recognized, but like when that happens, like I'll recognize once, but
Don't gas him up, yeah.
Oh my
don't
god.
gas. I
Must have been
humble,
like
bro. I gotta be humble.
Gotta be humble.
Stoicism.
So
But-
then the
yeah.
No Status show happens. This is the one part I'm a bit loose on. You guys did a couple shows after that with No Status?
Yeah.
No
Okay.
Status I have no relationship with,
Okay.
besides like obviously my boys who run it, and I've done the show. But yeah, that's completely Samir, Winter Skies, and Calvin's thing.
That's
Awesome.
Calvin's
Cool.
thing,
Yeah,
man. And Calvin also does, aside from the No Status thing, he also runs, he is 1/5 of a creative collective called Humans TV.
That's
It's a collective of artists across different disciplines that have come together to unite humanity through entertainment, showing love for different racialized identities. From what I found, Humans is an acronym that stands for Help Unite Mankind and... I can't say that word. Sanity.
Really?
Is that true or no?
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Wait. I think you went a little bit too back.
I went too far back. I went too far back.
We changed that.
Did you change the meaning?
Yeah, we changed the meaning. It's now help unite mankind and neglect stupidity.
Oh,
Cool.
I went way back and
Yeah,
I found
you just
it
got-
was.
Yo,
I
was like, wait a second.
No, legit.
That was
Like,
back in like the 9th grade. Not even like the 8th grade or
You
something.
guys are Nardwar. This is like,
Bro, we changed that name because we're like, bro, how is anybody supposed to actually like rep our shit if they can't say like a word in the
what are you
actual
talking
meaning?
about? You still are like that, bro. I'm trying. In the first concert, Calvin had. I'm sorry for like jumping in.
No, go for it.
Calvin had a show, and like one of his songs, and I think, is it My Angel Deborah?
Yeah.
Bro, it's titled Alabama. Rhymes with spoon.
Okay, but
And
that's,
I'm trying to like hype him up, being like, yeah, and then I can't say shit.
That's the music, okay?
I
but
understand the
like,
lyrics, but bro, the name of the song, come
bro,
on.
but like
Hey,
when it comes
it's
to help
provocative.
unite mankind and neglect stupidity, we wanted to help unite mankind, you know. And first part of uniting mankind is saying something that we could all do together, you know. So I was like,
That's beautiful.
we gotta change that. But yeah,
Seems like an awesome collective, man. I watched a part of your documentary, Not My Type, which is a documentary about dating apps. And they give one of the people that they interview, they give him a makeover to make him more successful on dating apps. And I also saw another documentary that I think you were a part of called, it was called Fat Kids, and it was
Fat
with your
Kids?
friend
Yeah.
Malik.
Yeah.
And I noticed in both of them, shout out to Malik.
Shout out Malik.
Shout out
yeah.
Malik.
No,
He
real,
sounds
real.
sick, man.
yeah, his birthday was on Sunday. Shout out Malik.
Hey,
He's a homie.
Shout out to him.
Yes, sir.
Happy late birthday to him.
Happy
man.
late birthday.
You
Yes,
guys
sir.
had such a unique way of making these documentaries. I had never seen
Yeah.
them filmed in such a way before. It was very unique. What was like the hardest thing in putting these together?
It's honestly just like when you know someone and you know the idea behind what you want to do, it's sort of hard to like capture that within documentary if like you know you're missing something, but they like you have to tell them like, yo, okay, we're gonna be filming now. Like it's like for me, it's just capturing natural moments. Like half the time, it's like I really gotta put him into the zone of like, okay, I gotta get the camera and we gotta shoot for this specific scene, or else it's not gonna work, you know. So it's just like just working around things like that. And yeah, when it came to making that documentary, I just wanted him to be as raw and real as possible, and I felt like he was the only guy that I could actually interview and get like a raw, real like answers from, because like everybody else is just so like upfront and like their own
They
like
present
Doesn't
to the
upfront
camera.
mean like
what
No, they
Genuine?
they kind of present themselves in a different way to the camera.
yeah, like they like every I
They're
feel
not
like
raw.
everybody has a media personality
Absolutely.
now, and
it's
so
hard not to,
annoying.
man. It's
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
talking into the void. It's like
yeah, you do
someone-
gotta put on like a voice almost, like a different persona.
Bro, I used to want to be a Minecraft YouTuber when I was a kid.
What the
and so
hell?
like,
Oh my God.
bro, I swear to God, in like the first ever couple of like interviews I did with the homies, I had this weird ass barrier between who I am and like what I'm saying.
You just you weren't tapped into your real self.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's a weird. It's a
weird.
skill because
Yeah,
like
it is.
talking to you guys, I feel really natural. But if I'm looking at that shit, it's like a
It's the
it's
camera,
a
man.
black
It
eye
is.
that's like looking into
It's
the
a
void.
different
Legit,
thing,
yeah,
man.
I have no idea who's on the other end of that. So it's like this
crazy.
awkward. You know,
Yeah.
what am I saying? Who am I saying it to?
That's some real shit.
yeah, it's-
Before we are super short on time,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I want to ask both of you a quick question before we wrap this up. What are your next projects?
What's next, guys?
What are your next projects, man?
I want to say these boys just came off of, well, not just in the summer.
tour.
You guys went on the Gorilla tour, going to Toronto, Kingston, what was it?
Montreal,
Montreal,
Hamilton.
Ottawa, Hamilton, just
Yeah.
all over the map.
Wait,
so
Hamilton, I don't think was a
I don't
city.
think
Hamilton got
was.
canceled last second.
Hamilton did
Oh,
get canceled.
that's too
Okay,
bad.
Because
yeah.
the city shut down the venue because it was
jeez.
not like
Gosh.
the most legal thing.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
But what are your next
What's
projects?
next, guys?
Do you want to start off?
No, you start off.
All right. Well, I base my shit off of under promise and over deliver. So all I can say right now, I mean, I'm not done with music. I release my stuff in batches because I like to have a period of time between the last thing and the new thing to kind of live life and have new stories to tell. Past couple of months, I feel like I've lived enough to tell a lot of stories. So, you know, I'm not going to give you any specifics, but, you know, you
guy's
can be
gatekeeping?
Gatekeeping my own promo. But, nah, and then right now, though, the big creative outlet for me is Coin.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of things lined up that I'm going to go boom, 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 boom.
We're
boom.
gonna
Nice,
link
nice,
the
nice.
Coin Collective website in the YouTube video as well, so you guys
Absolutely, yeah,
can check it out.
Check it out. Let's go.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
and Calvin, do you have an upcoming project soon?
Yeah, I got an upcoming project called UBK, and I'll say more on the meaning like in the upcoming future. But
Can you tell them what it stands for?
Nope. But
You guys guess.
Give me 20 minutes of research. I'm gonna find it out.
No, all right, wait. How about are you guys wrapping it up?
We're wrapping it
How
up.
about you guys guess the acronym?
UBK?
UBK.
right.
Jesus.
Under blue
You're already wrong.
kites.
You're already
Under
wrong.
blue kites.
Under
Under blue
kites.
Under
kites.
blue
Kites, like flying a kite.
That's a
I hear
nice-
the Grammy nomination already, bro.
It's gonna happen, man.
Jesus.
No,
But,
but like that album is supposed to be like a combination of like everything of like my process so far, and really, I'm trying to take different strides in different areas and sort of make it into one heavy hitting slam banging album, you know.
I'm so
Nice.
excited.
And
Nice,
yeah,
man.
it's hard, but like I'm almost there, and I just need to just finish it up. But like if I could say anything, it's gonna have some heavy hitters, like some new classics, and also you're gonna hear some of my old type of voice with like lo-fi
the
type
lo-fi
shit.
stuff.
you
Going
know?
back
Just
to the
like
roots.
bringing it back,
Bringing
you
it
know,
back.
just some
Let's
like
go.
cute boy shit, but like it's gonna be refined and it's gonna be like
Refined.
clean and it's gonna be like listenable, you know. But yeah.
Bro, we are
Awesome,
so
man.
excited to hear it, and we would love to chat with you guys more, but unfortunately we are out of time.
We have all our time, guys.
Thank
but
you guys
beautiful, man. Thank
so much for coming down here. Thank you, Calvin Moon and Ali, for sharing their stories here on Voices Unearthed, SpiritLive.
We got Calvin Moon, Ali. Real quick, the No Status event is on October 27th, and Evocation event, which is Calvin's next
gonna be
performance,
performing
is on October 28th.
2 days.
Shout out Calvin. Come at me, bro.
Yes,
Yeah,
go.
He's performing with some really handsome guy named Hoven the Hypnotist.
Plug your own shit.
And he's also going to be performing in Ottawa in early November. At this, I forget the name of the event.
Yeah, Electric Rage.
Electric Rage. So
Yes,
if you're in Ottawa, stay tuned.
Let's
Check his
go.
Instagram. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to our guests. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you guys so much.
It's been
Appreciate
incredible.
It. This has been our first episode of Voices Unearthed. We'll see you guys next week.
See you later.
Bow. Bye. Boom.